In this video, I want to explain to you what's new in SketchUp 2015 compared to previous versions like SketchUp 8, SketchUp 2013, or SketchUp 2014. I should mention first that SketchUp is a really stable and simple user interface regardless of what version that you're in. SketchUp is really renowned for not bloating the application, so they don't try to put new features or new tools that have little benefit to the end user. Instead, there's a lot of plugins that you could certainly download and experiment with versus them being part of the actual program itself. So in this version of SketchUp, there really are only a few minor tweaks and advancements, and not much that has changed since previous versions. And to explain a couple of those, I'll go to SketchUp's website and just give you a better idea of what actually has changed. The one thing that I noticed the most is SketchUp performs a lot better with larger models. So under the hood, it really performs well with large SketchUp files. And for the first time, it offers a 64-bit version in Windows and on a Mac. Again, the thing that I noticed the most is with files that have over 2 million or even a million faces or surfaces, SketchUp just runs a lot faster. Also, they tweaked a couple of the tools. So the rotated rectangle tool used to be a plugin, and now it's part of the toolset. And they added a new 3-point arc tool just to add another version of the arc tool. Also, just some minor adjustments within layout, particularly in creating labels. One other important thing to mention about SketchUp 2015, particularly with SketchUp Pro, is in previous versions, your license had to be separate if it was a Mac or a PC. So if you worked on both operating systems, you'd need a separate license for both operating systems. Now, the licensing is all streamlined. So if you have a Mac and a PC, you only need one license, and you can put that license on either machine. So rather than starting from scratch because of minor user interface changes, for example, in 2015, you'll have that rotated rectangle. In 2014, you'll have the arc tools. Rather than recreate this tutorial for every series, there are just a few additional videos to include for any changes or modifications in those newer releases. If you have been using SketchUp for a long time, or maybe started using it a long time ago with SketchUp 5 or 6, a lot of that user interface is still the same, and those tools and those core commands are always the same. So there's always a lot of continuity within SketchUp, regardless of which version that you're using. So with that, let's go ahead and take a look at some of the drawing tools in SketchUp.